My name is Cheryl Brody, and I'm a community health worker, peer support, recovery coach. I knew nothing about peer support. I knew nothing about helping people because I was selfish. I always took. But a lady named Nikki was in the NA program, and she said, if you stay clean for 1 year, you can be a peer support. And I said, what? She said, don't ask no questions, just stay clean. Just stay clean. I said, Nikki, I don't know if I could do it. You know, I did this for 30 years. I don't know what to do. I tricked on the street. I did all these things. I ain't got no job. I'm on SSI. It's not enough money. What am I going to do? She said, don't do any of that. Don't you do none of that. Because if you do any of that, it could send you back. I said, well, how am I going to make it? She said, go get a job. Me? Go get a job? Not working. You know, I take stuff, you know, but.
I'll tell you a little trick. I do it all the time, right? When they tell me, they ask you, well, what about this particular part of the brain? I was like, you're the one that actually got the degree, not me. I just know the limbic system does it. How about you educate me on the details?
So my name is Abdul Hafid bin Abdullah. I go by Abdullah. So I grew up in San Bernardino, California, 40 minutes away from Los Angeles, California. So I'm a direct product, and I like to always articulate this, of the era of crack cocaine and mass incarceration.
That's livable. Okay, brother.
Get me on camera.
We got you, brother. We got you.
From what you're saying, and from what I could see, you take a trauma response to community health work here. You go in knowing that there is trauma and try to address what the community needs, but understanding that the trauma is here and it exists.
Yes. I use trauma as a base, almost somewhat to a degree clinical.
Yeah.
To a degree.
My name is Honey Yang Estrada, and I am the president of the North Carolina Community Health Worker Association, where it is all things CHWs all the time. We often think of community health work as a title, as a job, as a vocation, a career. But those of us who know what community health workers do and who we are, it's very much who we are.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
It's who we are.
Definitely. What's your name?
Veronica McLaurin Brown.
And what do you do?
I'm a retired educator, and I think you might consider me a community activist also, because 14 months ago, I co-founded a group called Love Our Children. And we had one single mission, and that was to end out-of-school suspensions for children 4, 5, 6, and 7-year-old for things like insubordination, disrespect, and inappropriate behavior, minor infractions.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Lachelle Wardell, and I am the interim program manager for Live Well Wake. And I am also has served as the community outreach and engagement manager for COVID-19 operations. I've been here with the county for 26 years, and in that role I've served in multiple capacities. When I first started, I was the program manager for multicultural and cardiovascular health, which meant I was specifically responsible for addressing health disparities that we saw in Black and brown communities, and that was in 1995. And so we have been addressing health disparities and working with community health workers since the beginning.
What do you want?
2 double cheeseburgers and a Coke. Is that cool?
2 double cheeseburgers and a Coke?
Yeah, I gotta wait right here because I can't be on the property. And a Coke.
Easter Seals helped me. I work with Easter Seals. I've been with them about 25 years. What do they do? They help me housing, clothes, food, shelter.
When I leave here, I want to go by this apartment complex and for elderly individuals and check on apartment I applied for my grandmother. I think the biggest part of a community health worker, or where most people don't realize that they are community health workers, is that you help your family members. You help your grandmother or your grandfather, a neighbor, a friend to find resources. And I think that just to bring awareness to community health work in North Carolina is to show that we do things. We help people access health care or resources, or just check on them. And that's the biggest part, I think, for me in this documentary, is to just bring awareness to all the great things that things that are happening in North Carolina as far as community health workers and just the layperson that is a community health worker that, they just don't realize it.